me about it. You can also request acting here on my live stream for anybody who doesn't know that. You can request acting by sending me something, anything, to one of the options in my bio, and I will do some improv acting for you or singing. I actually have a whole acting menu, which I should probably touch up. It's been touched a few times, but it's a dry erase board. But anyways, you can absolutely pick from my menu of things that I can do. So if you're not really sure. Thank you so much, Terry, for the balloon crown and also for the Daily Heart Me. The Daily Heart Me's are super important. If you haven't sent yours yet, go ahead and send that now. But also the balloon crown, if we get 5 of those, I'll sing for you guys. I have a list and a poll goes up and you guys get to vote on what I sing. So it should be fun. So definitely send in those balloon crowns if you can. Welcome in, welcome in. Definitely send in those greetings. If you say hi to me, I will say hi to you. We got about 20 people sitting here. I know I haven't gotten 20 hellos. Hey, C-Wax. Good to see you. Welcome in. Hello, beautiful Mika. Good to see you. Always. Good morning, Katie. Welcome in. Good to see you. Always a pleasure. Like, I know that you like have a reason for not coming up as a guest anymore, which I get, but I also just love hearing you talk, like I personally do. So I just want you to know I miss you coming up in the box, but I'm always glad to see that you are here and listening and engaging with all of us. So thank you for being here, Katie. You're amazing. Hi, Angelia. Good to see you. I always feel a lot safer once Angelia enters the chat. Thank you for being here. I'm sort of here. I'm at work. Okay, Mika's at work. So not like in a way where you could be available to do what's in my queue. And that's okay. Hi, Janelle. Good to see you, my friend. Welcome in. I miss you too. Aw, yeah, like, I don't know. It was always so much fun for me whenever you came up. I love listening to you talk. So, I'm sure I'm not the only one. Terry said, I love my Katie. Yes, Katie is a gem. Not really for the next 4 hours or so. I see. Yeah, I'm not going to be live for 4 hours probably. Thank you, Katie, for the nightly gift shower. As always, you're an amazing friend. Hi, Devin. Good to see you. Welcome in. Yes, Katie is awesome. Katie is in here every single night with this gift shower. Katie is always here to, you know, be a part of the conversation. And, you know, I like I said, I really hated losing her as someone who could come up in the box for me, and with me and have a conversation. And it's all because somebody said that they didn't like the way that Katie's voice sounded, that they thought that she was loud and all this. And I'm like, no. Katie is an absolute gem, and you should go fuck yourself if that's your opinion. Anyway, I'll get off my tangent. Oops, I almost knocked my cue card off. I haven't actually started using my, like, index card book that I was sent by Terry. I haven't started using it yet. It's honestly got tabs. I'm like, what this could possibly be used for something else, actually, because it's got tabs. I just basically use index cards as a cue card for things that have been ordered that people want to see. So, but anyways, I'll use this next. I'm about to run out of the index cards that I do have, so. So I am gonna need index cards soon. I'm not really sure how I could use it differently just because it's divided three ways, but I don't know. We'll see. The tab one is cool. I use them for all kinds of stuff. Yeah, it's just like what are the tabs? What are the tabs? How's your night going? Thank you for asking, Sunny. My night is going well. Yeah. I'm in a good mood. Just chilling, ready to answer questions, ready to do some acting or some singing, whatever may come out of the live. So, yank out the dividers. That's what I do. I mean, I probably won't even do that. I'll just it just makes me like wonder, what could I use this for in a 3-divided way. But that's my hyper intelligent brain being like, there's a use for this. There has to be. Like, what can I use it for? And use the dividers. Uh-oh, Angelia is struggling with pinning again tonight. I hate that you keep having that problem. Was there a question? I don't think I missed a question. Oh, there we go. Oh, yeah, definitely pinning Angelia's notice to ask any questions about gender, sexuality, poly, or theater. Yes, you can always ask questions. Asking questions keeps me yapping. It gives me something to talk about. And if I do get to sing and I do get to act, then that's great too. But first and foremost, it is absolutely a Q&A. Ask me anything, really. Here and I can't sleep and have to be up at 5. That sucks. That sucks, Alma. And now I can pin. So weird. Maybe you just couldn't pin your own comment. Maybe that's what it is. Or are you pinning your own now? That's the nice thing about you not cooking. I have a lot of ideas. Yes. So much suckage talking about not being able to fall asleep, by the way. Just to clarify what that comment was about. No, Mika had to. Oh, I see. Okay. Feel free to ask questions. That's what keeps me upping. I don't really have much else to talk about. I worked, and I also had rehearsal for a murder mystery dinner theater that I'm gonna be a part of. So that's kind of my next theater thing. And then I'm also taking on the stage management of an opera in the fall, which is kind of a bigger job. It's a more complicated job. Opera is, especially because I'm having to follow book on a language that I don't speak. So, because it's being done in Italian. How did that go? My rehearsal was good. We just read through it again. You know, everybody's kind of finding their voice for their character and stuff by just sitting around and reading the script. We are going to set some loose movement to it, but it's really a lot of improv, right? Murder mystery dinner theater requires you to like think on your feet, know the script well enough to where whenever the guests are like asking you questions and stuff, you can come up with things to say. So it is all about really just sitting around, reading through it, talking about it, you know, and yeah, creating the environment. So environmental theater is like hard because the audience is right there, you know, and then to be also interacting with them, that's like another level. So this is not just a play, this is an interactive play for sure. Thank you for the balloon crowns, Sunny. Thank you so much. And also for the Daily Heart Me. If you have not sent in your Daily Heart Me, please do send that in. Definitely helps to get the viewership up. Can you speak any foreign languages? I can speak some Spanish. I would not say that I'm great at speaking it. I can understand it a hell of a lot better than I can speak it, if that makes sense. So if someone says something to me, or I can hear something in Spanish, I can usually make out the gist of what they're saying, you know, depending on the specificity of like whatever they're talking about, but I do know Spanish, but it's like actually formulating words and speaking back is kind of where I struggle. So, how am I doing? I'm doing good. Like I said, I just kind of worked and I also had rehearsal. Are you still in that poly relationship? No. If you're talking about Jamie, my previous partner that I was polyamorous with, no. We actually broke up about a year ago. About a year ago. So no. I've been like dating and talking to people and stuff, but nothing has really come out of that that's been like solid or serious. How is Juno? I'm giving Juno space at the moment. And I basically let him know that, and it's because he's kind of going through it. There's stressors in Juno's life, and I'm like, I don't want to also be a stressor, and so he honestly has not responded to my text where I was like, "Hey, I've been kind of giving you space because I was giving him space like the last week of the show, which was last week, and just not like trying too much, to be, I don't know, front and center in like Juno's life or anything. So, just kind of letting him process things that he was telling me were stressors, and so yeah, I'm just kind of waiting for him. And that's if Juno wants to pursue anything here. I'm open. He just needs to be ready, and I'm not sure he is. What about Owen? Owen is similar in that I don't think that Owen is really ready for something like super solid, committed, or anything yet. So I've kind of backed off of Owen and giving him space as well. Um, and that's been the case for a while. And sometimes things are harder to get over than others and stuff. So the two circumstances are completely different, but they both need space, I think. Read Juno, bless him, and release him? What do you mean, release him? Oh, like, let him go? Well, that's basically what I'm doing. It's like, we don't have to talk. We don't have to, like, we aren't doing a show together anymore, so it's totally fine to walk away if you need to. I really didn't want to walk away, but I also don't want to keep trying to pursue something if it's not gonna be something. If this is too invasive, please don't answer, but would they consider a poly together with you? Yeah, Juno and I have talked about poly, and that is something that, is something that we've both done. I think he's a little more closed off to it than I am, but I don't know. I would also love to have something that's more committed and monogamous, maybe, because I've done the poly thing like a lot, and I'm like, that's a lot of work. To be honest, it's a lot of work to do the poly thing. So, I mean, but it's also something that I'm not closed off to. I am ambiamorous, which means that I'm open to both monogamy and polyamory. So, but I'm kind of feeling like at this moment I would love, like, I don't think that I could do more than one relationship. So I wouldn't personally be looking for polyamory. But if someone else had that going on, I don't think that I would have a problem with it, you know? Yes, walk away. Okay. Well, thank you, Dot. I mean, I kind of am in a sense because I'm not gonna keep pushing in that direction if it's not gonna work. I mean, I'm still here. Yes, you are, Mika. Yes, you are. You are. That's just a different situation because you're on the other side of the world. It's a different type of relationship. I could never date more than one person. I can't even keep track of myself. Yeah. I mean, I get that. Yeah, most of polyamory is like time management, and like, and I guess what I mean by like Mika being kind of different to that. Yes, this is a relationship, but it's also one where we are not able to pretty much ever meet or physically touch one another or anything like that. And my interactions with Mika are strictly on my phone, and so it's just got different boundaries about it because they're very very big boundaries that neither of us could cross even if we wanted to, you know. There are boundaries within our relationship that are very restrictive. And so when I say like I would like one person that I'm really focused on, I guess I mean like on the ground, you know, someone that I'm seeing, that I'm actively going out with, and you know, getting to know in a real, like in a real world way. That is different from my relationship with Mika. I can flirt with her and love her from the other side of the world, but it's just not the same as an in-person connection, if that makes sense. But no, Mika is very important to me, and I care a lot about her. I love watching her videos, and you know, sending her videos and her sending me videos and stuff like that. You know, like we relate in a way that is completely different than what it would be if it was in real life. And I wish that I could, but we can't. Which do you prefer more, men or women? I I I honestly hate this question because I am open to men and women and non-binary people, but I will say that like in terms of initial attraction, masculinity tends to weigh out more than femininity does. So I guess I'm more attracted to masculine people than I am to feminine people in terms of aesthetic, in terms of, you know, and that isn't to say that I'm not into feminine people because I absolutely am. It's just if I had to say one over the other, but there are so many other attraction factors than just someone's gender, someone's sex, someone's presentation. There's so many more factors of attraction that I actually care a hell of a lot more about than someone's gender or their, you know, like whether or not they're masculine or feminine. So, in fact, there's somebody in my real life who is incredibly feminine who has caught my attention recently. So, and it's mostly because she is newly single, but we've been friends for a while. Hi Nina, welcome in. And that's all I'm going to say about that. Nina, thank you for the daily heart me, and I think I saw a Go Popular too. Thank you. Also Katie with the Go Populars. Thank you so much, my friends. Thank you, Tammy, for the Go Popular as well. And for the love you so much. I'm just kind of catching up on my chat. I got off on a tangent. Respect yourself, love yourself, stay. What do you mean stay? Like just stay where I'm at? I don't know what that means. Without a profile picture and just a dot. I'm not sure who this is or why you're saying what you're saying. It's like a prison pen pal to which I've done, and that relationship was my greatest emotional connection, I think is what you were trying to say. Yeah, like honestly dating someone on the other side of the world, or it isn't even dating because we can't even go on dates, is like, so that's like one factor that's out the window. Like we can't date. We can talk to each other, you know, we can pop up on each other's lives and stuff, you know, we can interact on social media and on our phones, but it's just not the same. Stay here, stay around. Oh, okay. I will. Thank you, Tammy, for the balloon crown. We now have 3 out of 5. If we get 5 of those, I will sing for you guys. So it's definitely a group effort. I'm actually thinking about asking the person I reconnected with. I told you about them. Yes, I recall that. You should, follow up. Follow up. Thank you, Sarah Marie, for sending the You're Awesome. You're awesome, friend. Yes, I answered the prison pen pal comment. Yes, definitely stay. We love you. I mean, I am gonna stay. I'm used to being pursued. I see. I mean, I can go either way. I can be pursued or I can pursue someone else. Yeah, I love you. I love you. I love you too, Mika. You're very, very important to me. I think about you a lot. And obviously we interact as much as we can in a digital way. Devin said, oops, squirrel. I don't know what that means. I believe my child, Corey, has entered the chat. Welcome in, Corey. I love that Corey has the little paperclip from like Microsoft Word from like before Corey was even born. I think I want to say that Clippy was actually on my computer when Corey was a baby. Also, maybe. Thank you everyone for saying hello to my child in the chat. We are not trying to put them on blast. We're not necessarily doing that. My heart got full when I saw that my child was here. So, Corey, you do not have to say anything. I'm not going to get into anything about you either. So, I'm just here answering questions. I'll do some acting or some singing if it gets requested. We're at 3 out of 5 on the live goal. We did cross 5K, so let's play a round of Never Have I Ever from my new card game that I got. Never Have I Ever. I've got a ton of cards. Each one has a prompt on it. Thank you, Meredith, for the Daily Heart Me. All right. So how this works. The game itself actually comes with lots of these paddles so that lots of people can sit around a table and they can show their paddle for their answer. Here, I will show the paddle for my answer, but for you guys, drop some blue hearts in the chat if you have never. Drop red hearts in the chat if you have. So, never have I ever found someone's secret diary. I don't think that I have ever found someone else's secret diary before. I don't think so. And if I have and it comes to me, but I don't think so. Remember, blue hearts if you have never, red hearts if you have. My answer is that I have never have I ever found someone's secret diary. Never looked either. No, I've also never gone looking for something like a secret diary or anything like that. Everybody's dropping, mostly everybody is dropping blue hearts, but Freckle Kissed has found someone's secret diary. Did you find some juicy material in it? Like, does it count if I looked for it? Yes, it counts. It counts if you looked for it. It counts if you stumbled upon it. Either way. You have found someone's secret diary, secret journal, or you have never. I personally don't think that I have ever. I mean, I've certainly gone through my kids' rooms, mostly because I was cleaning them, and I've come across things, but I don't think that I've ever come across a diary before, or like a journal. I wouldn't read it if I did. Yeah, I honestly don't think that I would either, because I used to keep a journal, a diary. I like the word journal better. Diary sounds like something that a girl or like a woman keeps. but journal is kind of either way. So I'm like, journal. I've always called it a journal rather than like a diary. And that comes to my gender dysphoria, right? So anyway, I was the type to keep one, and I would be mortified if someone came across mine and read it. So not that I keep one now, because I certainly don't, but like when I was a teenager, I did. The ones I had as a child would pop open if you pulled on it. My mom opened mine. Oof. Nosy parents. No, but my sister found mine and told my mom. Oh no. I bet that didn't go over well. The only diary I read was Anne Frank. I love that, Alma. I think everyone should read The Diary of Anne Frank, by the way. Yes, my daughter's only because she was in danger. Okay, well that honestly tracks. That makes sense. Good morning from Blackpool. Where is Blackpool? Are you in Europe? I get a lot of European viewers because of the time of night, because it's night here. It's getting close to 2 a.m. here in the States on the West Coast. I'm in the Pacific Northwest in Washington State. So, that's in the UK. I see. That's why I didn't reckon. I'm like, where is Blackpool? I always teach Diary of Anne Frank in 8th grade English. There you go. Yeah. I'm pretty sure all kids are supposed to read that as a part of curriculum. As they should. Vampire Diaries or Diaries of a Wimpy Kid. Those are also acceptable diaries to read. Boundaries were non-existent in my childhood home. I'm sorry to hear that. For sure. My ex has kept notes about me in his phone and added to them, like documenting often, not good stuff. No, Kaylee, that is a huge red flag. Glad that that's your ex. Stay far, far away from that man. Love the add-ons to the game. I know. It's really interesting to see how the conversation shifts. The version they gave us is a play rather than the actual diary, but I think kids like it better. Yeah, I mean, honestly, some kids are visual learners, and they need something like right in front of them to teach that to them rather than just reading it, you know. So I do feel like theater and like doing the play, the Diary of Anne Frank, I do feel like that's a perfectly valid way to teach it. I read my sister's when I was 10. Her boyfriend had a thing for me. Oof. Oh no. That's weird. That's weird. Red flag. It's like interesting that you figured out that her boyfriend had a thing for you from your sister's diary, like that she was actually writing about it. That's wild. Never have I ever found someone's secret diary. I personally have not ever found someone's secret diary or journal, at least not that I recall. And, but if you have never, just like me, drop those purple hearts. If you have, drop red hearts. And definitely keep tapping the screen because whenever we cross 10K, we'll do this game again. So keep tapping too. I read my sister's, but it was fake. She knew I was reading it. Oh. The plot thickens. The plot definitely thickened on that one. Interesting. But you still found it and you still read it, even if it was fake. So I guess you have. So drop some purple or red hearts. Because it sounds like you have. I love this game just to see like what percentage of the chat is actually, I mean, it doesn't give like actual percentages, but it's like, like getting a feel for the room. Who has and hasn't done what? I feel like I'm getting to know you guys. She got me good. I went straight to mom. Oh, I bet. The only journal I'd share is one of my travel journals or art journals. Travel one is in Spanish. Oh. Well, yeah, those actually sound like shareable journals, And depending how naughty we are... Wait, what? Oh, she was mad at me for years because she thought I stole him. I had no idea about that at 10. Oh, no. And depending how naughty we are. What? These two thoughts are still not stringing together for me. Clarify, please. Tap, tap, tap the screen. Definitely send the Daily Heart Me if you haven't sent that yet. I do have a live gifting goal. We're getting close. If I get 5 of the balloon crowns, then I will sing for you guys. We put up a poll, and you guys can vote on what am I going to sing. We're at 3 out of 5. We just need 2 more of those. But also, if we keep tapping the screen, we will eventually get up to 10K, and we'll play another round of Never Have I Ever. That's always fun. Thank you, Sunny. Thank you so much for the balloon crown. Now we're at 4 out of 5. We just need 1 more. I feel like we're gonna hit it. The funny thing is, TikTok does not hold on to this live goal, even though I frequently hit it. It doesn't like save it. It doesn't encourage me to keep doing the same thing, even though it's frequently successful. In fact, it wants to be like, oh, one rose as a goal. I'm like, if I did that, like, I would hit it every single time, and that's not necessarily the way that you want to go about your live goal, I think. But the game, seeing how naughty we are, sometimes the game does reveal things like that. Feel free to ask me questions too. This is a Q&A, and also ask me anything, but Q&A specifically on gender, sexuality, and polyamory. For anybody who doesn't know me, my name is Daniel. I'm 40 years old. I am a transgender man. You can ask me questions about gender, sexuality, and polyamory. I've been out and proud and authentically living my truth for 10 years. I have transitioned fully as far as that, like... And when I say transition fully, what I mean is, as far as my transition goes, I don't have further steps that I would like to take. So I'm done. I just basically have to maintain hormones for the rest of my life, but other than that, there's no other interventions that need to happen. So I am and have been for a long time now, fully transitioned. Ask me anything. I admit that I'm a naughty little gremlin. Well, we already knew that, Terry. And yes, anything that you're curious about, just ask. The mods are here to help and pin the questions and facilitate all of that. So put us to work. Ask your questions. Sorry, I'm just playing with my facial hair, which I can't seem to stop doing because I am trying to grow it out. I'm trying to see how long I can get it to grow. I was already like growing it out because of the play that I was in. The play is over, but I've decided to keep the chin hair and see how long it gets. I did trim this, and I also trimmed all of this to make that just a little more clean. And then the chin beard part, though, I'm trying to grow that, and I'm also growing out my hair. So, are we loving the little curl that's happening here? I was like, that is cute. I don't want to force it to lay down. The rest of my hair is also like trying to stand up and do a curly thing, but we're kind of in the awkward stage of growth, so we'll see what it does. We'll see what it does. I haven't grown out my hair in a long time. Love your necklace. Are the beads malachite? I don't know. Terry in the chat, Terry and her shenanigans actually sent me this, and I don't know what the stones are, and neither does she. So I have no idea. Daniel, haven't seen you for a while. How is everything going? Everything's going good. I'm just working. I'm doing theater, going live every night pretty much, and just living my life with me and the people in my life and the animals in my life. And yeah, things are good. What is the most important trait that you're looking for when you choose someone to date? The most important trait? Okay, so I guess, are you asking for like what are deal breakers, or like what is the most important trait? Because I would say trait wise, I want to be with someone who has talent and ambition the same way that I do, so that we can kind of match energy on that. This is a lot of why I'm attracted to Mika, is because she's talented and she's also ambitious and forward moving, at least from what I can tell across the screen. But she's definitely talented for sure. So like someone's talent, if someone has a talent, I'm immediately drawn to that person. So I don't know, that's like a trait. But something that's like a deal breaker is your age and your height and weight. Those are things that I'm looking at and I'm like, I can't. If it's outside of my parameters for those things, if that makes sense. So basically, I don't want to date someone who is super, super young and like in the same generation as my kids. I want someone that's closer to my age. So I typically don't date someone who's 10 years younger than I am or 10 years older than I am. So you have to be within that 20-year gap. And then in terms of height and weight, I don't want to be like, and this actually has more to do about me and the way that I feel next to my partner, if that makes sense. So this is actually more about how it makes me feel and not like you being large or like small. But I have a really hard time dating someone who is a lot larger than I am, and also dating someone who is a lot smaller than I am. I have done smaller and I have done larger, and I feel, I don't know, there's just this uncomfortability about it. I feel either really small next to someone who is really large next to me, or I feel really large next to someone who is a lot smaller. So that's all about my comfortability, though. It isn't that bigger people or like smaller people are not attractive. I think that they are beautiful in their own way, but I don't feel right next to someone who is significantly larger or significantly smaller than I am. You laugh a lot with Mika too. Yes, and I mean, honestly, like someone who I can laugh with, like I love to laugh and I love to make people laugh. So, and if we can make people laugh together, which Mika and I frequently do, then that is a plus as well. So like if we can engage our talents together, even better. So yeah, thank you for the question about like what am I really like into in terms of dating, like what are the traits that I'm looking for. Those are just some of them. What's stopping Mika and you from being together? U.S. policy about trans people and their ability to get a passport now. Basically, I can't get a passport. And it's because I've actually had a legal name and gender marker change, and my birth certificate does not align with the rest of my documentation. Therefore, they will not give me a passport, so I can't leave the country. Now, it's also not safe for Mika to come into the country because she is also trans and would be targeted. So, it's just a very high-risk situation. I can't leave. She can't come in. So we are being separated by borders, basically. That, and I know that personally, I'm not financially in a spot to, like, go to Australia anyway. Like, I could not buy those tickets and pay for my way, like, no. I'm not financially in a spot to be able to even do that, even if I could. But I can't because of what my country is doing. And I think that that is the conversation that needs to be had. Yeah. You couldn't go and get your name legally changed to your changed on your birth certificate. No, I can't. And the reason why is because I was born in the state of Georgia. So basically, if you want to change your gender marker on your birth certificate, you have to be able to legally do that in the state that you were born in. I was born in the state of Georgia, and their law says that I have to have, quote unquote, full gender reassignment surgery. So I've certainly had surgeries, but I have not had every surgery available to me, so it would not be considered full. My exterior in the bottom region is still what it was, but also testosterone has had its way with that area too. So there are certainly changes down there, but I haven't had surgery to reassign my sex in terms of my genitals, if that makes sense. And apparently Georgia wants that to happen before they will let you change your birth certificate. So that is my one and only piece of documentation that does not line up, but it is what is keeping me from being able to get a passport or even a real ID. Because you also have to present your birth certificate. Now, I do have court orders signed by more than one judge connecting these dots, but also my understanding is, like, if it doesn't match up, it doesn't match up. Like, they don't care if there's like a court order about it. So, and I'm honestly afraid to even try because, and again, this is part of why fucking Trump did this, because it doesn't line up and because it's fishy or sketchy, they can actually take my documents from me. Now, what does that make me if I no longer have these documents? I don't have documents. What does that make me? Everyone in the class, answer with me. It makes me undocumented. And that means that now I qualify for detainment because I'm an undocumented person in the United States. That's on purpose, y'all. That is on purpose. So I'm not going to chance it. There are different kinds of bottom surgery. Yes, there are. And I'm not getting any of them. What kind of proof would they want that you've had the surgery and which surgeries are even accepted? That's all not clear either. It's amazing how laws that actually affect people's lives in very specific ways, and it's like, does it count? Does it not? It's amazing how vaguely it is written, but it can be held to. They would probably want, like, letters from doctors or, like, some kind of documentation that proves that I got this surgery from whatever hospital I got it at. Stuff like that would be the truth or the proof. Gift goal achieved. Yes. Thank you. So now I'm going to be singing. I didn't even notice because I was answering questions about bottom surgery. But we're going to sing for the live goal. I just need a poll. Oh, I know it is on purpose. Yes, it absolutely is. And it is so fucked up. Yes, Alma, you are correct. Terry, thank you for sharing this and explaining this to Addie, because it absolutely affects her. I don't blame you, Daniel. A nun on the way to mass was detained. Yeah. Any new songs to add today? I don't know. I don't know what's on the poll as it stands. Hold on, because I've definitely added some things. Ones that I've added: For Good from Wicked. The Internet is for Porn. That was fun to do. For Now is also from Avenue Q. Let me just leave it where it is, and I'll be thinking about other things that I could possibly add. Just Can't Wait to Be King, though, is at 100%. Y'all get in there and vote. What song would you like to hear me sing? I suppose I could go over the whole list. On My Own is from Les Mis. When I sing it as a man, it sounds like a gay man pining after a straight man that he can never have. But it was actually written for a female character who is pining after a man that she can never have. For Good is from the musical Wicked. That is a new addition. It is another example of a song from musical theater that I learned first as a woman, and now I know how to sing it as a man, and I think it sounds pretty good. The Internet is for Porn is so much funny. It is so funny. It is from Avenue Q. Very, very popular pick from that musical. I Just Can't Wait to Be King. This one is obviously from The Lion King. It's super easy. I don't mind singing it, but I have sung it a lot. But y'all keep voting for it, so I suppose I could sing it again if that's what y'all really want to hear. For Now is also from Avenue Q. That one has 14.29% in the poll. Definitely get in there and vote. We got about 3 minutes left. Let's see, I can also do Popular from Wicked. Again, I learned it under a female voice, and then I relearned it under a male voice once my voice changed. Waving Through a Window. This is written for the male voice, but it's teenage angst, which my voice pretty newly changed. It does fall into like teenage angst musicals for that reason. Defying Gravity is another one from Wicked that I learned with a female voice, and now I sing it in a male voice. For Now is also from Avenue Q. I like it because it's like hopecore, but it's also not teenage angst, so I like it for that reason as well. Seasons of Love comes from Rent. It is meant to be an ensemble piece, but I would try to sing as many of the parts as I could. And then Neverending Story is actually not from a musical at all. And I do the original Lamal version, not the Stranger Things version. Got about a minute and a half to go vote. Hi, Karen, but not that Karen. I was definitely not ignoring you, friend. I was going over my poll. So, your eyes are extra beautiful today. Well, thank you. Thank you. I've been told that my necklace makes it pop. The green in my necklace is very similar to the green in my eyes. But, yeah, thank you. Go vote in the chat. Once we know what song, I will probably take a break and then do the song after I take a break. I don't know, maybe I could do it before a break. We'll see. Maybe your singing will get rid of a song that's been replaying in my head all day. Hopefully. Less than a minute. Yes. Y'all go vote. It's got about 30 seconds left on it. Let's see what it's going to be, y'all. Looks like I'm going to be singing Just Can't Wait to Be King again. Y'all love this song for some reason. I don't know why y'all love hearing me sing this song. It does get voted on a lot, so... And I don't mind doing it. Let's see, final answer. Just Can't Wait to Be King with 36.36%. And the rest of the vote spread over other songs. The Internet is for Porn, Popular, and Defying Gravity all had 9%. And For Now had 18.18%. You know what? I kind of want to do a second poll just to put I Just Can't Wait to Be King up against For Now, the second place, just to see how people vote again. Maybe not a whole five minutes, maybe like a 2-minute or something. Just to, I don't know, because I have sung I Just Can't Wait to Be King so many times, but if that's truly the popular vote between that and something new, then I want to know that. So I kind of want to run this again just with I Just Can't Wait to Be King and For Now, because that was the For Good was also second place. It was tied. Holy shit. Maybe a poll with those three, and let's see which one like wins out. I didn't mean to send the invitation. I think that was sent to Alicia. Welcome in, friend. Good to see you. Can I get a second poll with my two runner-ups, For Good and For Now? Notice how they both start with 4. And then I Just Can't Wait to Be King, and I would just like to run a very, very quick second poll. You good? Yes, I'm good. That lagged my screen. Wait, what did? I didn't do anything. I swear. Oh, God. The allergies are bad today. My nose and my eyes. My whole face, itchy. Anyone working on it? I'm not sure that anyone is, because I haven't had a poll come up yet. The invite. Oh, I see. It lagged your screen. I'm sorry about that. I did not mean to send it. God. This eye keeps having like gunk come across the eye and like obstruct my vision a little bit too, which is crazy. Poll is up. Okay, everybody go vote. Just Can't Wait to Be King, For Good, and For Now. Put in your votes. Vote, 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 everybody. It's not a long poll. It's not here for a long time. It's here for a good time. So far, Just Can't Wait to Be King is still winning. We'll see. I think it's probably going to lean that way. About a minute left. Keep voting, keep voting. For Good and For Now are from 2 different musicals, and they are new to the list. So if you'd like to hear something new, something different, vote for that. If you want to hear something that I've done so many times that it's crazy, and I don't mind doing it again. I just don't want people to be like, oh, Daniel always sings the same thing over and over and over again. Well, this is why. It's because you guys want me to sing the same thing over and over and over again. So, but if you'd like to hear something new, definitely vote for Good or For Now. But if you want a classic, something that I've been singing for a while that's honestly pretty easy, go with I Just Can't Wait to Be King. 10 seconds. Let's go. 10 seconds. Looks like we're going to be doing I Just Can't Wait to Be King, and I've already got it pulled up. I think I'm going to do it before a break. Yes, I Just Can't Wait to Be King still won. I just wanted to make sure that the others had a fair shot before I moved on and did something that I've done so many times, right? I just wanted to give it a fair shot. Hopefully y'all understand. I don't know if I've heard it yet. I Just Can't Wait to Be King. I've definitely done this so much. There's been so many nights where I woke up to you singing it. Exactly. Exactly. I do this song all the time. And that's okay. I like singing it. It's a lot of fun. It wouldn't be on the list if it wasn't. What? Oh. There's this little toy mouse that I think I disturbed on my vanity. Okay. Alright. Alexa, stop. Let's see what kind of ad we get for this, if any. I know I'm going to need my volume all the way up. There we go. Oh my god. It's like answer a question. YouTube survey. I'm not doing it. So we're just going to have to wait it out until it gives me the option to skip. If it gives me the option. I haven't been here for a while, so I've not heard I Just Can't Wait to Be King. Awesome. Well, we're about to hear it now. So I'm trying to get the survey thing to play, and then okay, I skipped it. Okay, I should have just left it alone. I want the song to start from the beginning. Okay, are we ready? I've not heard you sing it. I'm excited. That's awesome. Like, okay, as long as people are like new to it still, I guess. But I've definitely done this song a lot. So here we go. I Just Can't Wait to Be King from The Lion King. And this is because you guys were so generous and you gave to my live gifting goal of 5 balloon crowns. These are also called purple heart crowns. Well, thank you so much, Alicia, for the little corgi that licks my face. I love that. If you send balloon crowns, I need 5 of those. I will sing again. But we already met it once, so now I'm going to do it. Just Can't Wait to Be King. That was cute. It really was, Alicia. I'm gonna be a mighty king, so enemies beware.
Well, I've never seen a king of beasts with quite so little hair.
I'm gonna be the main event, like no king was before. I'm brushing up, I'm looking down, I'm working on my roar.
Rather uninspiring thing.
Oh, I just can't wait to be king. No one's saying do this. No one's saying be there. No one's saying stop that. No one's saying see here. Free to run around all day. Free to do it all my way.
I think it's time that you and I arrange a heart-to-heart.
Kings don't need advice from little hornbills for a start.
If this is where the monarchy is headed, count me out. Out of service, out of Africa, I wouldn't have a bout. This child is getting wildly out of wig.
Oh, I just can't wait to be king. Instrumental dance interlude. Dance with me, everybody. Everybody look left. Everybody look right. Everywhere you look, I'm standing in the spotlight. Oh, I just can't wait to be king. Oh, I just can't wait to be king. Oh, I just can't wait to be king. Drop some purple hearts if you loved it in the chat. Apparently, y'all love it so much you keep voting for it when I need to sing. So I really, really appreciate that y'all wanted to hear it. That is such an easy song. It is written for a child to sing, to be honest. And one of my like heartthrob crushes whenever I was growing up is actually the guy who sang this song. His name is Jonathan Taylor Thomas. Definitely drop those purple hearts if you loved Jonathan Taylor Thomas growing up. Like, he voiced Simba and he sung that song. And I don't know, Jonathan Taylor Thomas was an actor along with Devon Sawa. I want to say there were maybe a couple of others that I really like looked up to or whatever. And then there were boy bands, which my walls were just plastered in these posters of these teenage boys, right? Like whenever I was growing up. And I couldn't decide, like, did I want to be with them or did I want to be them? That was the big conundrum. And like looking back on that period of my life, it's like it was a combination. I wanted to be with them and I also wanted to be them, you know. So I was looking up to them as like guys that I would like to be, but also guys that I would like to be with. Yes, Home Improvement. Jonathan Taylor Thomas was also known for his role on Home Improvement. But he also voiced Simba and he actually sang that song. So I love that I sing it now and that you guys love hearing me sing it. I love Daniel's facial expressions when he sings this song. Yeah, I mean, also it's kind of a big to my haters at the same time because it's like, here I am still in the spotlight. You guys are being assholes and I don't need you to tell me how to live my life or any of that because I'm going to do things my way. I'm going to do my live streams the way that I do them and I'm going to live my life the way that I live it. And I really don't give two shits what any of you have to say. It also doesn't hurt that my former best friend, Jace, was often referred to as Zazu. It doesn't hurt. Thank you for the daily heart me, B Green. I actually miss Jace. I miss him actually. How embarrassing that you can't sing a song meant for a child to sing. I actually just sang it very successfully. Were you here for it, Flappy? Or are you tone deaf? Like, everyone else seemed to enjoy it. You're the only one. So maybe you're the one that's embarrassed because you're the one trying to say that it's shit when it's not. I actually sang it with ease. Oh, I thought a different kid sang that song. Love that Jonathan sang it too. Yeah, he did. Jace from TikTok, he's trans. Yeah, he seems cool. Honestly, he was cool for the most part. There were some things about him that I needed to sever my friendship with him over, and it's because he just wasn't listening to me in terms of like, you're gonna have to get it together or people are not gonna be comfortable, and if I've got an uncomfortable viewership, you're gonna have to step aside. And he never did want to listen to me, or he would listen to me for like a very short amount of time and then he was right back to. Anyways, that's all history, but the point is he was kind of referred to as Zazu, and now he's on my hater's side. So I always find it a little bit ironic whenever I sing that song. Haters never ever have pictures. Some of them do. Trust me. They're gone,
Hello.
y'all. Thank you, Angelia. Hello, Devin. Thank you for coming up.
Yeah, and I was taking a picture of it, and when I went back to delete, they were gone. So
Angelia's in the box, so I'm bringing her up. She doesn't typically come up. Oh, she just disconnected that. She was like, I don't want to be up. Okay.
I
That
don't
was an
want to be up
accident.
there. How do I get up there?
Your necklace is so cute, by the way. Thank you. This was a gift by my friend Terry and her shenanigans in the chat. She sent me this and also this bracelet. I found it, Terry. I found it.
Oh, the evil
I
eye.
told you that I would. I literally said, it's at the theater. I know I'm going to find it, and I did find it. So I now have my bracelet back too, but she sent me this as well. In addition to a whole box of stuff. So here comes Katie with the gifts for you, Devin. Love that.
Thank you, Katie.
I love how Katie gifts the guests for my break. She's just absolutely a gem. Thank you, B Green, for the gifts as well. Thank you so much. That was
funny.
a Super Dad. Super Dad is
that what that was?
That was called. Yeah. Thank you so much.
I thought it looked like a bear, but
it did, but it's called a Super Dad.
So I have a little something I want to discuss with you.
Okay.
So when you ask for a poll, you have to give me a minute because I'm not the fastest at typing on the key.
Yeah, that's okay.
Okay, so it takes me a minute. So have patience.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm not like in a rush necessarily. I was just waiting for it to happen after I requested that it happen, and I don't know.
I'm like typing as fast as I can, and you're like, well, I don't know if anyone's gonna do the poll. Or...
I just wasn't seeing any poll popping up yet, I guess is kind of the comment that I was making, but it wasn't meant to rush you or anyone.
I always feel rushed when you want a poll.
Well, I'm sorry. I don't mean to make you feel that way. For sure. I don't.
Stresses me out.
I promise. We just need to maybe say, like, I got it because I was making it too. Yeah, so if y'all could communicate better on, like, who is making it.
Yeah.
Like, say, I'm making the poll and then, so, like, drop the comment and then start to make it, I guess.
Terry's like, oh man, don't get me going on technology. Put a keyboard in front of me and I can do 60 words a minute. Give me this little pad on my phone.
It's not as fast.
I'm
actually pretty fast on my phone, but
some people are just.
I also use it a lot.
I'm not. I'm like do. I'm slow.
Angelia said Devin is great at it though, so you are good at getting a poll up, honestly. Like, I hate that I've made you feel rushed. And I'll try not to do that in the future. But yeah. You do
and I'll put in the chat that I'm gonna make one so everybody will know.
Yeah, because it's like if we don't see it, and maybe it's because you're taking a minute to do it, right?
Yeah.
It's like, do I need to start one? Does someone else? Like, what is going on? So yeah, if you say, I've got it, then it lets everyone know that you are working on it, and we'll see it soon.
Alicia, I don't know the swiping the letters is easier. I don't.
I can't. I have to type out each letter personally myself.
Yeah, I don't know how. I haven't figured out how that works.
Terry said, I have a training to do and needed to submit a picture. I had to jump through, I'm guessing, a lot of hoops or something. Technology is like really taking over, and it's starting to do too fucking much. Anyone else agree that technology is doing too much?
Yeah.
It's doing too much.
It is. It's gonna bite us in the ass yet.
Yep. All right, I'm gonna step off for a break. Everybody, tap the screen, share the live. If we get up to 5 more on the 5 on the balloon crowns, the Purple Heart crowns, I will sing again. So if the one that you were voting on wasn't sung, I would love to sing it. I won't do the same song back to back. So even if I
Or if
just can't
there's a
wait to be king,
particular song, there's a particular song that they want, they can send into your options
yes.
and request a particular song.
Yes, there are options in my bio. You can send me something, anything, and you can actually just request a song. It doesn't have to be through my live gifting goal, for sure. Thank you, B Green, for sending one of those purple heart crowns. Really appreciate you. So now we're 1 in, 4 more to go. All right, I'll be back.
Okay.
Thank you, Devin.
You're welcome. I miss the old version of texting like way back. I can't say I missed that. I was even slower at that. Holy crap. Yeah. Have to push the key depending on what letter it was, how many times you had to push it. Oh my gosh. It would take me forever. And the screen was only like yay big. The screen was so small back then. Okay, B Green. Hope you get some sleep. I had to take a picture on my phone, email it, download it on my computer, just for a picture laugh. Yeah, Terry. Yeah, it can be painful. It was easy when my iMac worked because I have iPhones, and so it would automatically connect and download and stuff, but now it's just a pain in the butt. Howling feels like watching The Lion King again. I used to pass notes shaped like paper baseballs. Well, that's interesting, Terry. I used to make them very, very tiny. I would have to be, well, let me see. Well, yeah, but nothing I want. Yeah, I'm trying that, and it seems more painful than trying to type it. Footballs, my brain glitched. Gotcha. I'm good, Howling Wolves. I'm good. Good evening, Pamela. And good evening, Katie. And Mrs. Tingle. I feel like I'm in Romper Room. Does anybody know what Romper Room is? Or is that before your times? You're doing good too, Howling? Well, good evening, cutie. Katie, my cutie. Any questions, anybody? I'm a trans man. There's 63 people in here. I know there's probably a lot of regulars in the crowd, but if you're kind of just hanging out, not sure what to ask or how to ask, just don't be shy. Pop on in and put your question down. Yes, Terry. And she would always I can't remember if it was at the beginning or the end or both, that she would list all the names. I see Terry. I see Pamela. I see. And you'd wait to see if your name would be said. They never picked your name, Tammy? Oh, Terry, you're going to make me blush. You're making me blush. Why, you so damn beautiful. And put the question back on you. So you used to be a girl. I always forget. Yes, check. I am female to male. FTM. Or female to man. I love you too, Terry. Did you watch Casey Jones too? That doesn't sound familiar, Tammy. Oh, Pamela, all you guys are good. You're making me blush. Why did I get a sudden southern accent all of a sudden?
I was
What's
wondering
wrong?
the same thing about your accent. Like, why are we Southern all of a sudden?
I don't know why I switched up into an accent, but anyways, what time are you leaving tomorrow? I'm leaving Saturday, actually. I have running around I have to do tomorrow, so be leaving around 8 a.m. my time Saturday morning.
You're getting all the compliments about being handsome. I love
I know, it's making me very blushed and whew,
it.
don't know how to handle that.
Now you know why I blush as much as I do.
Yeah, yeah, you would think you'd be used to it, but
I have gotten a lot more used to it, but still, it makes me blush.
mm,
Whenever anyone tells me that I'm handsome or, compliments me in some way, I'm like, thank you.
thank
Currently
you,
some
Katie.
changes with my hair going on. I hope everyone approves. Growing out the beard and growing out the hair on top. It's a little bit messy, and it's gonna be messy for a while. Like, there's
Mm-hmm.
just no taming it. So, like, this random curl that decided to make its appearance tonight, I don't know. I'm just letting it do its thing.
You can always use mousse or something too, right?
Yes, I just need to actually purchase that, which I haven't taken the time to do, mostly because my car needs some maintenance stuff done, so I'm like trying to save so that I can tackle I need brakes and tires. So I'm currently trying to generate the income for that.
Mm.
Working as much as I can, but also not putting my car through too much before I finally do it, if that makes sense. So I'm kind of riding the line on that, but um yeah.
So is it that you're going to need winter tires or you just need seasonal tires?
I just need tires. My front tires are getting pretty bald. They're they're definitely still working. We also don't get a lot of rain here. So bald tires are actually really, really dangerous in the rain is
Yeah.
is the thing. And so we don't get a lot of rain here, so I'm not that worried about it because my tires are still working, but I do know that my treads are just gone.
Mhm.
They're gone on the front tires. So I definitely need a new set of tires, and I need my brakes done. We're squealing pretty good. So, but that's also like hundreds of dollars that I don't that I'm currently saving and working up towards, you know, but I can only make money so much, and the way that I make money is with my car. But my car needs the maintenance. So it's like it's a fine line that I'm towing. But
I got
I'll
my
get there
oil.
eventually.
I got my oil change done, and I did get the synthetic oil.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I did that last week. And yes, synthetic oil is the best one, I think. For the like I get the long distance, you know, cuz I do distance driving too
mhm.
for my job and stuff, so and thankfully the place that I take my car to, I get a discount because I'm a delivery driver. So or a
Well,
rideshare
thankfully,
driver.
they had a special on. I think it was 30% off. So it was under $100 to get my oil changed, which
Ah,
isn't bad. They do the 10 point inspection and all that.
yeah,
So
so do
I
I.
did
Like,
find out that
yeah,
I need to have
they
a
do all of that
transmission
for me
flush
too.
and an oil flush,
Mm,
but they weren't happening this month.
yeah. Yeah, I need a coolant flush is what I also need, but I'm like I can't afford that right now, so I'm putting it off.
Yeah, I'll get one thing done at a time. I got my oil change,
Same.
and then I'll get the transmission or the oil flush. He mentioned the oil flush first, so the transmission flush is a lot more expensive than the oil flush was, I think.
Yes. Yes, they yeah. Transmission is always more expensive than just about anything else. Like if your transmission needs maintenance, it's going to cost you for
Mhm.
sure.
Well, it's preventative
Found that out
maintenance,
with my
right?
Equinox.
Yeah. Yep.
May he rest in peace. Although I'm pretty sure that they actually sold it. They got it fixed and then they sold it, and now I owe a balance to the finance company because they fixed it up and they sold it, and then whatever the difference is from whatever they sold it for, now I owe back to them, which they're never going to see that money. Um
Hmm.
I'm not paying for a car that I don't have anymore. I'm really not going to do that. So, I feel like I gave them back the car, so they got the value. They got what they paid into. They got it back to them in the state that it was in.
Hmm.
So I cannot see paying for something that I'm not actively in ownership of anymore. So they'll never see that money. How much is a flush? I was quoted $150 roughly to get the coolant flushed, I think.
And it's about the
And
same
I was
for an
like,
oil flush.
yeah.
Yeah.
How much do you reckon you owe on the Equinox? $7,000. $7,000 I owe on that Equinox, and I can't see paying it because I only had the car for like a year and a half before it petered out on me,
Yeah.
and I was financing it. Like, no, this that loan should have probably never been approved or whatever. Like something, and I don't know if I just put that car through too much or whatever, but that's okay. I own the car that I have now. I own it outright. I'm not making payments on it, so my insurance is a lot less because I'm not
Yeah. You don't
financing
have
it.
to insure the payment.
Right. So I can pay a lot less in insurance, and I do not have a car payment because I bought this car outright with cash. So that's where I'm sitting on the car situation. I do owe money on my Equinox, but That's not happening anytime soon because I'm going to have to maintain the car that I have. And again, that's stacking up to be a few $100s that needs to be something that happens pretty quick. And I think that I'm starting to get somewhere on my savings for that. Not good. They'll chase you for 7K. They've made some phone calls. They've sent me emails. I ignore it. I don't know what else to say. Like it I can't just shit the money, right? So
Mhm. I've heard people having bad luck with the Equinox.
yep. And they want to market it as this excellent car, but and honestly it was until it wasn't.
Hmm.
So that was my experience. So
Well,
yeah, and Louise, they may chase me for that money, but
can't get
I
blood out of
can't
a
pay it.
turnip.
So yeah, I can't pay it. So they're never gonna like I don't know what else to. And that's what I tell them. I'm like, I don't have this to pay you. I can't even really set up a payment plan with you because I don't have anything extra to work with. So sorry. Like
Wait
I
until I
don't know
win the
what else to tell
lottery.
them. Yeah. And the thing is, there isn't anything they can do but continue to call me, right? So they'll keep calling. I'll keep telling them I can't pay it, and we'll just keep going around this carousel.
Yeah, well, just be hard on your credit, right?
Yeah, it is, unfortunately. And the
Yeah.
fact that I ducked out of my apartment before the lease was over is also affecting my credit. So I've got two major things affecting my credit at the moment. I'm also not gonna pay that either. I'm not gonna pay for an apartment that I no longer live in. That one really doesn't make sense. Like how they can charge me for the rest of the lease that I didn't live there for. And I was actually told over the phone that that wasn't going to happen. And then I got a letter saying that it was happening. And now I owe them like $5,000. So, and that's like the rest of the lease
Mm-hmm.
that I didn't live there for.
They're supposed to try to rent that out. Like they shouldn't be able to
Hmm.
charge you for the whole thing.
Well, they are. And
That's a
the thing
scam.
is, I kind of have the same mentality. I'm not going to pay for an apartment that I'm not living in. I was paying you to live there. I don't live there anymore. So I'm not going to pay for that, especially because you probably already have someone else in that space. And so no, you're not going to get paid twice for
Exactly.
that apartment, especially because I'm
Hmm.
not living there anymore. Like I'm not going to do that. So I'm not going to pay for a car that I no longer own, and I'm not going to pay for an apartment that I no longer live in. So both of those things are definitely taking a hit on my credit. I don't care, to be honest with you. I really don't.
Is what it is.
Yeah, I have more immediate bills that I have to pay every day, like every month, every couple of weeks, whatever, and so I'm going to focus on making sure that I'm keeping up with my actual life, but for a car and an apartment that I no longer drive and I no longer live in, I'm just not going to pay that. And if people think that I'm shitty for that, get over it. It's not your life. So, because trust me, haters will call me some fucking
Hmm.
names about that. But
Yeah.
get over it. Picklehead, thank you for your guest request. I don't actually bring up guests for just conversational reasons. I bring up guests because I take a break, stuff like that. And I always bring up people that I know a little bit about them so that they can like keep the conversation going. And I know that that's going to be the case whenever I bring someone up because I'm very likely stepping away. Um, so
Yeah, Ange says the same thing I was saying. You need to ask for when it was rented because they can only charge you when it was empty. Yeah. So
give me a second.
they
There's
can't
like
double
animal
charge.
noises coming from the door. Give me a second.
Okay. It sounds like cats growling. Oh, what happened? Here we go.
One of the cats was trying to get out, but this is also a cat that's kind of skittish of me, and so I can't be close. But they were like trapped in the garage, I guess, and I think that they just walked out. So now I'm gonna go close the door behind them. Give me a second.
Yeah, they are, Ange. They're trying to double dip.
Yep, cat out the door. So we're good. And yes, they are double dipping, and that is exactly what the finance company is doing with the car too. They're trying to double dip because I already gave them back the piece of property that they gave me a loan for to buy in the first place, right?
Yeah,
Now
but it
they're
wasn't
acting like,
worth. It
well,
wasn't. It was. Oh, what's it called? Depreciated from the time you
yeah,
bought
and
it.
it was. And it fell apart like super fast.
Yeah.
I still had a long way to go on that like note for the car. So there was no way I was ever going to be able to pay that off and get it fixed. There was just no way. So yeah, they got back the piece of shit that they gave me a loan to buy in the first place.
Yeah.
But they got the item. I no longer have this item. I'm no longer using this item. They have it. They've sold it. They're out that difference as far as I'm concerned because that was the item.
Mm-hmm.
But
That's
I'm not
probably
I'm
about
not using it
interest.
anymore, so I don't feel like I should have to pay them shit.
It's probably equal to almost the interest you would have paid on that loan.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. So anyway, yeah, I do have some things. And it's like I don't think I'll ever pay that. I also have medical debt that I've already never paid on anyway. So and then of course student loan debt. That's of course a thing. I have a whole degree that's not really serving me very much, and I feel like I was tricked into doing loans in the first place. A lot of people in my generation feel very tricked into going to college and taking out loans to do it, um, only to have degrees that don't actually serve us in our life.
Mm.
So, kind of crazy.
I was very
I can't
fortunate
see
when
paying
when I
into
went
something that's not helping me.
when I went back to college as a mature student. I was able to get bursaries, so that paid off a lot of my loan. And I think my loan, it took me like 4 years or something to pay it off, so it wasn't too bad. But that was only for 1 year.
Yeah, see, I have 6 years of undergrad and then also 2 years of graduate work that I took out loans for. Yeah,
Big debt.
yeah.
Did you borrow enough to live on too, beside your tuition? That's what
Yes.
I did. Yeah.
Yeah, it was okay. So I actually qualified for grants for the tuition and the books and stuff. So the actual school was actually paid for, but the fact that I was a parent going into it and I had kids and I had an ex-husband at the time, like husband who was working, but we had kids, multiple kids. We had to have daycare so that I could go to school and he could go to work. He was paying our bills mostly while I was in school, right? The grants paid for my school, but the loans is what paid for child care
Mm-hmm.
and child expenses. So that's actually what student loans ended up paying for was our children while we were doing this. So I just think it's crazy. I just think it's crazy that I was actually kind of tricked into this. It was like if you do this, you're going to get a job, you're going to have this future, all of this. And then education has just tanked.
Yeah.
And my degree was in theater and education. Education was the sort of vessel, but theater arts was the passion, if that makes sense. So that was why I did it the way that I did it. But it's like, god damn, I can't even use this now. But I owe thousands and thousands of dollars.
It's a shame.
Because I'm good at theater, because I know theater now. And I can teach it, I can direct, I can function in the theater world. And yes, I absolutely find a lot of value in that education. But the thing is, I'm not making money doing that now. So no, I can't pay back this student loan. I can't. I wish I could. But also, mostly the loan was so that my children were taken care of while I was getting my education. The education was paid for otherwise. So it isn't even a student loan. It was actually a parent loan. It was helping me to keep my kids taken care of while I was studying. That was what it was used for.
Yeah, they don't care what it was used for. They just
I know that.
They just get the loan and get the interest, right? It's all about the interest.
Danimal said, student loans will chase you to the ends of the earth. You can't even evade with Chapter 11. Yeah, well, they haven't exactly come after me yet, but I know it's coming soon. Can't you go bankrupt on this debt? I could. I'm just not. I'm just living my life. I'm kind of just testing, like, what happens if I just fucking don't. I don't pay it, and I don't file for bankruptcy. Like, if I just keep living, what are they gonna do? What are they gonna do? And yeah, they can absolutely garnish wages, but when there's never enough in my bank account to actually garnish, what the fuck are they gonna do? So, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Y'all, it is 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm pretty tired. I have a long day tomorrow. Tomorrow I am working, obviously, for as long as I can. And then in the evening, I'm going with a couple of my theater friends who are providing a ride and a ticket to see a play in a city at a distance. So I'm going to carpool and go see this play tomorrow with some of my theater friends. I don't do that ever. Like, I don't get to see theater very often. Like, just go watch it. Usually if it's someone like paying for my ticket, and if it's local and I can, just work around it, do my job around it, then I will. But in this case, we're going out of town to go do this, but I'm getting a ride and my ticket is covered. So I'm like, you know what? I want to spend time with my theater friends and I want to go watch some theater, and let's fucking go. So tomorrow I am working, but I will also be going to see a show tomorrow. So that's going to be fun. And then Saturday is going to be super fun. One of my theater friends is actually throwing a pool party for the 4th of July in his backyard. Oh. So I'm like, I was invited, so let's go. This is a chance for me to be in trunks, shirtless, doing the pool life for a second.
Is it someone that actually has a swimming pool, or is it wading pools?
This is an above ground pool with a brand new deck around it. Like, he was like, at least come check out my new deck. That was the way he sort of advertised it. But he was like, pool party.
Fun. So,
yeah.
I hope you have good weather for it.
Yeah. I think that we probably will. We have not had a lot of rain or anything. Like, it really doesn't rain here often. So
it's just been
the summer.
Raining here almost every day. It's been horrible. There's flooding all over the place.
No, that is one thing that I love about the Pacific Northwest of the U.S. is that honestly, at least where I live, because where I am, it's like we're in Washington, right? And so people oftentimes think that Washington is just rain and rain and rain and rain and rain. It is over on the west side, but on the east side, it's not.
Hmm.
It's actually a lot more like desertous. We get a lot more sun. Um, when it's hot, and when it's cool, it's pretty cool, but it's like desert cool, if that makes sense. So yeah, I've actually really enjoyed it. By the way, we have crossed midnight. Guess what today is?
Does it have to do with your brother?
Nope.
No? Well, it's not your anniversary, so
Nope. I already had that.
I don't know.
2 years living in Washington.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Yeah. 2 years living in Washington.
It's
July
crazy.
3rd. July 3rd of 2024, I rolled into Washington, where I am now. Yeah, it's been a wild ride, and I still love living here. So
That's awesome. It's crazy how fast that went by. 2
yeah,
years.
2 years since I moved. Like
Yeah.
a lot of you were like watching me when I moved, and you were watching the move process and stuff. And yeah, it's been 2 years since I moved.
And it's 3 o'clock.
It is. It is. I should probably get out of here pretty quickly. I need to get some sleep so that I can get up tomorrow and work. I need to work a lot like before I go see the play because I'm not sure how long the play runs. It's in a different city. We have drive times that are also going to take me away from work tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
This is why I don't see theater at a distance, but because it's covered, I'm riding with someone else and my ticket is also covered. I was like, I need to check this theater out because I've heard so much about it. I need to check it out. I need to see a play here. So I'm taking my friend up on the invitation. So
Well, good.
yeah,
You need to have a life, Daniel. It can't be
I
all
do.
about work, right? Well,
Yes.
you have your theater, but
Yeah, but
when you have
even that is
downtime from
kind
your
of like
theater,
work. Yeah.
pardon?
Like this is a play that I'm not working on, right? Like this is a
Right.
play that I'm just going to go see
Yeah,
for
it's
the fun of it
entertainment.
with my friends.
Right.
So,
Instead of you putting on the entertainment, you actually get to watch some, right?
right? Which I will be
So,
probably looking at with a very critical eye the entire time, but that's okay. That's just part of seeing a play for me. I'm
okay,
pretty sure I'm
well,
going to have good reviews, I think. So, we'll see.
what's the play called?
Anyways,
Can you say?
let's see. What is it? It's a production of 1776. I have no idea what to really expect, but I have some idea that it's about the American Revolution. It's titled
Yeah,
1776.
1776. That would, yeah,
There's a reason that they chose that play for this particular time, this particular date. You see what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
it's right in line with the 250th birthday of the US. Makes sense. So let's see what they do with it. I've never seen this show. I've never read it. I have no idea what to expect really. I have some, like obviously just from the title, some idea of what this is going to be, but we'll see. And I
Hmm.
can't wait to see what they do with it. So it'll be fun.
Good. Well, hopefully you're entertained, if nothing else.
Yep.
Okay, well,
Solve
I'll
your
pop
debt
down
and
so
live
you can say
free.
your good
I'm trying.
nights.
Yeah, thank you, Devin. You're amazing. Thank you for coming up.
Welcome.
See, I don't want to assume their gender, but why was their phone... What? Hold on. Devin left and then my chat changed. They go through your job and you can't get ahead in life. You will be unable to pass on wealth. Oh, I already know that. Right now, a lot of it won't come after you. For now, they will take it from your beneficiaries. The executor will have to solve that. Yep, I already know. This is actually not my problem, it's my kids' problems. And I hate to leave that to them, but we'll see. I'm not unalive yet. So we will see what happens in my life. We'll see if I can ever actually get ahead, but let's go. Anyway, I'm going to get out of here. Everybody have a great night, a great morning, a great day, depending on what time it is for you. Always remember, you are the expert on exactly who you are every single day. That's right. You are the expert, not your parents, not your siblings, not your grandparents, not your aunts, not your uncles, not your cousins, not your friend group, not your very best friend in the whole world, not your coworkers, not your boss, not your classmates, not the administrators of the school that you attend, not your nurses, and not your doctors, and especially not your goddamn government. You are the expert on exactly who you are every single day. So, as long as you get to wake up every day, always be you, 100% authentically, every single day. I know I do. I'll see